In this video, we're going to take a look at employee training. We simply could not learn about the people within a business without exploring the importance of training. We will first develop an understanding of what training even is, what exactly this important key term actually means, and then we will meet an employee who is really keen to get involved in some additional training. But first of all, let's look at what we mean by training. Training is a range of activities that gives employees work-related skills and knowledge, with the aim of making them better at their jobs. For example, showing a baker how to cook a new type of cake that they have never baked before, so that that baker will be able to do this alone in the future. In fact, you have probably trained somebody to do something over the past couple of days. Maybe you helped a friend in school with a particular maths problem, or you showed your younger brother how to fix his bike. In these situations, somebody is learning a new skill, they are being trained to accomplish a task. The daily operations of most businesses are made up of tasks, loads of them. So employees need to be shown how to do these tasks, they need to be trained. To all the teachers out there, show all of these videos without any ads and gain access to our growing library of over 500 teaching worksheets. Why not visit bizwizard.co.uk to find out more? Training may be induction training, when a new worker starts employment with the organisation. It can also be on-the-job training. As the name suggests, this is carried out at the workplace and is conducted by an employee from within the business. Or off-the-job training, which is carried out away from the normal workplace, usually with an external specialist. Training can be formal or informal, but either way, the employer will invest time and money in training its employees, and those employees gain new skills, which in turn can improve their performance, which raises their productivity and should positively impact the business. In this video, we're going to meet Sasha, who is a coding genius. She works for a web development company that specialises in creating impressive websites for high-end business ventures. Sunshine Systems is based in a large town in Lancashire and have designed sites for some pretty impressive clients all over the world. Sasha is very well respected by her colleagues and is known as the go-to coder. Got a problem? Go to Sasha. Her managers think she is amazing at what she does and that she has played a really important role in getting Sunshine Systems to where they are today. Like many of us, Sasha is keen to further her skills and her career. So when she has her annual performance review with her manager, she decides to talk to her about the possibility of training in a completely new database language known as Oracle. She knows that this training will be very expensive, and it would also mean that she'd have to take time away from her job to do the training, potentially leaving the company short-staffed and struggling to cope without their go-to coder. So it's fair to say that she's a little anxious about proposing this during the meeting. However, Sasha's manager has been thinking for some time of hiring an Oracle programmer to enable Sunshine Systems to take on more complex projects. And if Sasha already wants to do this, then everything could be coming together quite nicely. They often have to refer certain clients to other companies that can already handle Oracle programming. And for each customer that they send away, they are losing potential sales revenue. Plus, if Sasha can program in Oracle, this will certainly give Sunshine Systems a huge competitive advantage over other development companies in the surrounding area. A few weeks after Sasha's meeting, her manager lets her know that they have decided to pay for her to go to the top specialist provider in London for her training. Bring this video and over 100 more to life with fun, interactive games, quizzes and case studies. Why not try the first 25 completely free by visiting bizwizard.co.uk. Sunshine Systems will need to pay for everything though, not only for Sasha's training, but also for her accommodation while she's away being trained, and her transport back home every couple of weeks. They will also have to bring in another trained coder to cover for Sasha while she's away. So you can see that supporting Sasha through this training is going to be a costly and time-consuming process. So you might be asking yourself, why would they do this? Sasha is qualified enough, and the company is already really successful. Well, let's have a look at some of the benefits of training, both for the employer, like Sunshine Systems, and the employee, like Sasha. Put as simply as possible, the aim of training is to make staff better at their jobs. So, from an employer's point of view, one of the benefits of training is that by making staff better at what they do, the quality of goods and services offered will improve. They can lead to increased sales, meaning higher profits. For Sunshine Systems, by supporting Sasha through the training, they will make more revenue by being able to provide more complex systems built using this newly learned programming language. If staff are better at what they do, there is less chance that work will need to be done again, meaning less cost of replacements and reworking certain tasks. This is particularly important in production lines. If staff are trained properly and mistakes are avoided, this can lead to less waste of important resources and again, improved profits. Workers who are well trained may also become quicker at the work they do, meaning they can get more done at the same time, meaning they're more productive and the cost per unit may come down. Training can be a good way to keep up with or even get ahead of your competitors. If you can offer a product or service that they don't, or offer it more quickly or to a higher standard, this will have a positive impact on your reputation with your customers. Training can help the business stay on top of changes in technology, such as having staff who know how to use the latest software or machinery, and it can be important when it comes to keeping on top of new regulations, such as health and safety, or data security, or food hygiene. Investment in training can lead to a more motivated workforce who want to stay with the business longer, meaning staff retention increases. This can be a big deal for businesses as it means they don't need to spend as much money on recruitment as it doesn't need to replace as many staff. And if staff are motivated to stay with the business, in return, the business is much more likely to invest even more in training them so that they become an expert in their field, just like we've seen with Sasha. Each of the video courses over at bizwizard.co.uk also includes an interactive business case study that applies the knowledge learnt to a real-world scenario. There are over 1,000 multiple-choice questions, each with detailed feedback, which tests students' understanding of the content. Why not visit bizwizard.co.uk to find out more? From the employee's perspective, investment in training is a great thing, and it can lead to greater job satisfaction. People like being good at what they do, and this can increase staff motivation. Training can also improve an individual's career prospects within an organisation. The more training they have had, the more skilled they are, the greater chance of promotion, and this can lead to individuals being paid better and having more status and responsibility within the business. But as with almost everything in the business world, there are some important disadvantages of training staff that need to be considered. Firstly, as you might imagine, is the cost, particularly when the training is carried out by an external training provider, or the individual has to travel or accommodation needs to be paid. These expenses can all build up very quickly. There can also be significant disruption to the business's day-to-day operations. If people are taking time out away from their jobs to be trained, or are even being trained on the job while they do their work, this can be pretty disruptive, not just for the person being trained, but also for the person having to provide the training, the trainer. There may also be some internal politics, particularly if one employee is chosen to go on a training course, but their colleague isn't. And this can cause potential conflicts within the workforce. Finally, businesses may often be worried that they might invest in training to give their workers new skills, only for them to leave and take those new skills elsewhere. Maybe getting a new job with a competitor that pays them more money. This actually happens much more than you would think. Thinking back to Sasha, she is really pleased that her employer is prepared to invest in her career and in her future. She knows that there are disadvantages, which we have just looked at, and the fact that they are willing to support her, even with these obstacles, makes her feel extremely valued as an employee. Her sense of job satisfaction is at an all-time high, and she can't imagine wanting to work anywhere else. And this is the gamble that you take as an employer. Develop your people, and you hope they will become loyal and motivated members of your team, who strive to meet your shared goals. But there is always the risk that they may take these new skills that they have gained, whilst being trained at a cost to your business, and move on to somewhere else, allowing their new employer to reap the benefits of your investment. This has been the BizzWizard. See you in the next